Well, I know we released this morning. It was great news about getting the IHSA Super Sectional back in Welsh-Ryan. For me, one of my most special memories in high school was playing my last high school game on this very floor and sellout crowd, being able to be on a college in this area. I think it's a great thing for the state. It's a great thing for our school, and I'm really glad that it's back where it belongs here in Welsh-Ryan. So that was a good bit of news today. So open up for questions.
Trey got going a little bit in your last game. Good to have that outside presence that opens things in the middle for you. Is that hopefully
Yeah,
continue?
yeah, I hope so. I mean, Sunday wasn't one of our better days. We weren't happy with the way we played. I thought we showed a little bit of fight there in the second half when things weren't going well, get ourselves back in the game a little bit. But Trey kind of getting some confidence back hopefully will bode well for our stretch run. We have 8 games left, and he's a huge part of what we're trying to do. I mean, we need him to score the ball and to be an outstanding guard for us, and hopefully him seeing the ball go in the basket and making some plays and getting his confidence, not only for him, but gives our guys a lot of confidence. And usually he sets the tone when he's got it going. It gives a lot of guys on our team confidence to play well also.
And if you've got him going on the outside, maybe you can get Aaron going again. About a month ago when you played the first, Aaron was the guy that kind of carried the mail for you.
Yeah, and certainly the one thing about Aaron is he's realizing, I mean, he's on everybody's radar now.
Yep.
So every game we come into, every team knows what he's capable of, which means you got to work even harder. You got to be ready to shoot. You got to get to open areas. You got to come off screens. You're not just going to be lost out there. He's on everybody's scouting report to take him out of the game, and that's a compliment. But also for a young player, it shows what he's going to have to do to continue to take his game to the next level. And then for us, when we do have a chance to find him, we need to be able to find him, whether it be in transition or a broken play or when he does come off a screen and he's open. We got to be able to get him the ball so that he can give us that scoring that we need out of him.
And on the other side of the ledger, you've got the Gophers team. Seems like they have the law firm of Mason and Dorsey. It's like the thing that makes that train go. So we really have to be concentrating on both of those guys, because if either one of them gets going.
Well, the thing that I really admire about them, and we were in a similar situation as they were last year. They've had an extended losing streak, but these last 5 games, they've shown a lot of fight. The last 5 games, they've played Indiana twice, Michigan, Purdue, and Illinois, and all of those games were hotly contested games to the last 4 minutes. And unfortunately, they weren't able to win, but they're playing much better than what we played them last month when we went up to Minnesota. Their young kids are really coming along, like you said. Dorsey's been great. The kid McBrayer has been really good for them, and Nate Mason has been a really good player for 2 years. And so I know that they're coming in here. They're going to be confident. They know we're struggling a little bit, and we're going to have to play really well, and we're going to have to play with the determination of protecting our home court. It's something we haven't done that well.
And they're still they've got that extra fire of, hey, we haven't won in the Big Ten
No
yet,
question.
So
and I remember, and sometimes all it takes with a team is to win one game. I mean, we saw that last year with us. We lost 10 straight and then got a win over Iowa and won 5 of our next 6. So I don't think they're far off. I like the way they're playing. I like Richard's doing a great job getting them to fight at a high level every night. And we're going to have to play well, and we haven't played well. And it's a big couple days for us in practice to get ourselves ready to play a big game on Thursday night.
Going back to Trey a little bit, he had the career-high 30 points against Iowa on Sunday. He had been struggling a little bit beforehand. Do you think he can use this performance to get back on like a consistent track?
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, he has a great confidence in himself. He's had a tough stretch of games. Everybody knows that. It's well documented. He didn't shoot the ball well. I thought he played much better the other day, even though as a team it wasn't a great performance for us. I thought for him individually, he shot the ball with confidence. He got to the basket. Some of his floaters that he, in the past he'd always made that he wasn't making as well, he knocked down. And anytime you have a performance like scoring 30 against a great team, I think it gives you individual confidence going to the next game. So I'm a big believer in what he can do. I think we all are, and hopefully this bodes well for a great stretch these last 8 games. If we can get him playing at a high level and in a high scoring clip, then it's going to make our team that much better.
You guys have kind of struggled shooting the ball at home, particularly. Is there anything that you say to the guys before home games, before away games, or anything? Yeah. Do you think it's a mental thing?
I think some of it is mental. I do. I think, I think for whatever reason, our guys have felt a little more pressure at home. I think on the road they feel kind of an us against the world mentality, and they kind of lose themselves in that. And I think at home, for whatever reason, we've been a little bit tighter with our shooting. And then it's magnified because if you get off to a tough start, then all of a sudden everyone's groaning a little bit and you get tighter. You get even more tense about it. So I think it's a fine line. I think you got to prepare well. You got to try to keep them loose. Understand, we got to get the right shots. Let's try to get a layup. Let's try to get to the foul line. Let's see the ball go in, and take some of that tension away. But it's definitely something we've dealt with. And like I said, it's hard, for me, because so much of that can be mental. And the more you talk about it, it can be more of a phobia out there. So you got to kind of prepare them the right way, try some different things before games, and hopefully we'll have that one night where we break out and see the ball go in.
Up at the barn, Joey scored 9 points in a row, and obviously that's not really, something that you're going to expect out of Joey Van Zegeren. But were there any takeaways where you're like, we're going to try to get the ball into the post more, especially in the rematch here on Thursday?
Yeah, I mean, we always want to try to use our inside guys, and now having 3 able guys out there versus only having 2 for much of the year, we want that to be a strength, and we haven't been getting great production down there the last few games, and part of that is them finishing a little better, and part of that is us getting them the ball a little bit more. In that first game, Joey was able to roll to the basket a bunch, and they were so hugged up on our shooters. I think he had 4 dunks, and obviously those are high percentage shots to be able to get, and with Derek and Alex as well, we need to have that inside outside threat like you said, and that's when we're at our best, and hopefully we can get that going.